What was the name of the main character from Avatar? You probably don't remember, even though you've probably seen that movie since it made $2.8 billion. Now you don't remember because that movie had no cultural impact, not like Harry Potter did, or The Avengers, or Breaking Bad, for example. Now imagine a show that had the potential, the foundation to be the greatest TV series ever made. It had the highest budget per episode in history, and it was based off what I would consider to be the greatest books ever written, and yet it died after it finished airing. You see, we associate passion with feelings of love and positivity, and this video is about something I'm passionate about. But this isn't a story about love. This is a story about hate. It all started when I was 15. I started binging the first season of Game of Thrones and instantly fell in love with the world. I finished every book in the series in 5 weeks, and I mean, some of these are Bible-sized books. The political intrigue and interconnectivity of the world fascinated me. I liked the world so much that I bought a replica of Jon's sword. I promise it's blunt and legal. I bought it at a DVD World in Warrawong. Rest in peace. I loved how the characters' actions would ripple and domino effect throughout each of the other 7 kingdoms, and in doing so, change the narrative in the other chapters. Each chapter followed the perspective of a character, and each character had their own supporting cast. These books are as dense, complicated, and inaccessible as they are beautiful. But these books aren't finished, and the writers knew that they were going to run out of train tracks before they were going to get to their destination. So what do? They changed the story. They ripped it apart and made it into an abomination not even a mother could love. If I wanted to, I could make a 2-hour video of me sitting down in front of this camera, specifically explaining why the show's runners, Dan Weiss and David Benioff, butchered it into pieces. Why I hate them, and I think that they're talentless hacks and that they're never gonna find success ever again. On May 19th, 2019, the final episode aired, and a piece of me died. Well, it was killed, actually. The hatred I have towards these 2 men is endless and undying. I could never do all my grievances justice in this short video, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. So, spoiler warning. King's Landing looks entirely different. There was meant to be 100,000 in the Dothraki army, trebuchets on the front line. The Azor Ahai prophecy was never fulfilled, since the Night King is killed just like that by Arya of all people. Daenerys legitimizes Gendry, which makes him technically the heir to the Iron Throne. Arya doesn't just sneak in and assassinate Cersei. Actress Lena Headey was paid $2 million to stare at a balcony all season. Jon's parents' identity meant nothing since he was just exiled up the wall. A Starbucks cup? Daenerys becomes a genocidal maniac for no reason. This horse disappears immediately. There's like 2 bricks on Cersei and Jaime, even though the entire cape fell on them. Bran let 500,000 people die knowing it would happen, and Brienne closes this book before the ink has time to dry. I know it's hilarious to say this, but I don't think I'll ever truly recover from the ending to the Game of Thrones show. Like I said, a piece of me died when that last episode aired, and I drag that dead piece of me everywhere I go now. Some days are better than others, and some are worse. It feels like everywhere I go, I'm reminded of that ending. Sometimes I lay in bed at night and I think about what could have been. Will George R.R. Martin ever finish the books? Will 2 books even be enough to finish the story? Will I ever be happy again? Will the real ending even be better? Anyway, I guess at least season 1 of The Witcher is pretty good.